almost 1,200 viewed a week of Daily Dive. We appreciate you. Bam! Came out of nowhere, right? That sounded weird. So basically, here's my reasoning, because you can't just do this and not say anything about it, right? I hope see you guys next time. We're back with fresh fits. No, it works. You got to explain yourself here. So I put Dane Smith at number 1 because Buffalo is flexing once again. Dane Smith is the best player in the world right now. And if you want to do him and then have your own goalie and be Del Bianco, sure. But I feel like he's the best player in the world right now, and he's not falling off. I feel like his goal scoring has finally started to tick up, as I said last season it would. This season it looks like he needs 2 more. Still passing the ball well, still playing good reverse transition. The guy's been great so far, and Buffalo is now 2-1. They're going to be moving strong, and I thought the win at Calgary might have been a little bit of recency bias for me, but Dane was great once again. Number 2 is Warren Hill. Warren Hill could very much be the number 1 spot, but it's only been 3 games. And part of this is me wondering, like, if I feel like if they were 3-0, Warren Hill would actually be my number 1 spot. He actually had a great game on Saturday. But I feel like, again, you could argue Warren Hill or the best point getter. I went with Dane Smith, then Warren Hill, but Warren Hill is right there in the conversation. Pat Gregor is correct. Brett Dobson also was on my list, as it was his list. I told you guys before, if the Georgia Swarm make the playoffs at a 9-9 or a little bit better record, Brett Dobson is a big reason why. Spencer Conley of Nighthawks Network, who does a great job on Instagram and Twitter for that matter, he was saying that Brett Dobson was his goalie of the year. I did not go that far, so I put a number 3 in my MVP. This is a certified certified Ryan Smith moment. I'll leave it at that. I had to put my fun there. But no, Brett Dobson has been awesome so far. And despite the offense struggling, Georgia's 2-2. Number 4, I got to give it to Jeff Teat. And I will say this, Jeff Teat, despite being 4th or 5th in points per game right now, as eloquently laid out by Pat Gregor yesterday, Jeff Teat right now, he is the biggest flex of the. Maybe Warren Hill is right there. Maybe the next guy's, Rylan Hartley's 58 saves is right there. But you can put Jeff Teat's 4th quarter against Saskatchewan versus anybody's performance right now. Like, I know that in college football, they have the Heisman moment, and I really do believe that Jeff Teat had an early season MVP moment. Now, granted, these are just the week 5. I put that there now, but the week 5 MVP rankings. So the season does not end after week 5. Neither do the power rankings or best teams. But this is where we stand. And again, Jeff Teat is right there with one of the best MVP moments. And it's a complete takeover. Number 5 for me is going to be Rylan Hartley. Rylan Hartley had a 58 save performance in San Diego, not at home, in San Diego on the West Coast. You then saw him get in a goalie fight. While that is not in my decision, it certainly helps a little bit somewhere in my brain. I like to have integrity here, but I can't lie and say, oh, that meant nothing to me. Rylan Hartley, aside from that, though, has been playing absolutely fantastic. When healthy, myself and others have said how great Rylan Hartley can be, and he is going to be right up there fighting with Del Bianco, Shiliano, Warren Hill, Brad Dobson, etc. for goalie of the year. Dare I say Matt Vince? It feels like a 6-goalie race, and Rylan Hartley, Warren Hill, and Brad Dobson have made it that way. So many great goalies in this league. Rylan Hartley is no exception. But again, I went with Dane Smith as the best offensive player, number 1. Warren Hill is right behind him at 2. Brad Dobson 3. Jeff Teat 4 and Rylan Hartley 5. And again, I actually believe there's a gap between 2 and 3, and then between 3 and 4. I think the best offensive player, Warren Hill, are up top. I think Brett Dobson is right there, and I think everyone else is 4 and back. You could argue Ryland Hartley at 4. Maybe Ryland Hartley is better than Brett Dobson to you. But right now, there has to be at least 2 goalies in everyone's ballot, maybe 3. If you want to do 4, have at it. But I put 3 goalies and 2 amazing offensive players. That is it for me right now with my MVP ballots. Who is your MVP right now, even though we're only 5 weeks in? Let me know in the comments or, of course, on social media at Daily Dive LAX.